Hey everyone, this is Jack and welcome to your free video. All right, a couple things here. We have the dollar index up and it is not letting go. We have a really strong move across the dollar for the past 3 weeks, and we have the NASDAQ selling off one more time. Pretty vicious sell off after the morning opened up. The overnight wasn't that weak. So now what I'm thinking is for tomorrow, we're going to try to step in and try to buy this thing if the market continues to sell off today. In other words, if today, while we are between 2 and 3 o'clock trading at or close to 14,000, I'm going to try to step in and tomorrow, first thing, try to buy this for a potential bounce and a potential we'll give it a shot to the upside. Not really looking for any, crazy targets much higher than 14,200, but at least by the end of the week, which is Thursday, because we have a short week this week, looking for 14,275 to 300. So that's the idea, is just letting the rest of this day just kind of play out and then see if we can start getting signs of a reversal pattern based on these lower time frames. But we're pretty much going to have to let the day just continue to fall apart here. We still have a lot of tech getting sold off. Semiconductors are down. I feel like with the dollar up and the equities down so much, I feel like 14,000 should be revisited today. And then hopefully we can find some type of support at 14,000 to try to buy in the morning, or kind of first thing in the mid-morning, to see if we can dip one more time below 14,000, see if we can get ultimate edge or ultimate value somewhere below there and buy it where it makes sense. So here's a daily time frame for you, and you can see why I'm kind of targeting the cluster here around 14,000, is because that's kind of our boundary in between here in the middle of March, where for about, for a good 3 days, we were trading back and forth around 13,950 all the way up to about 14,150. So it makes sense for us for maybe on this short week where we can chop back and forth. But eventually what I want to do is be one of the first ones to say, okay, well, if this is going to be our low at 14,000, I want to be the first one to come in and try to buy this. So it's kind of a tough call being Monday and seeing the market internals where they are today. Certainly it's only about another 100 points lower that we could get before this starts to get bought up again. So maybe 14,000 is our first line in the sand, and if this continues to sell off today and then we end up the market being down maybe 2.5%, something really kind of extreme, trading below 14,000 just for a small amount of time, maybe it makes sense to come in tomorrow and try to buy this. That's the only way I can see this right now. It does not make sense to buy it right now. I definitely want to see what happens for the close. I'm doing this video right now at about 1 p.m. Central, 12:45 Central, and the reason why I'm doing it a little bit early is just to give you the idea, whenever you're watching this a little bit later today, kind of gives you context. Well, if we continue to sell off, that makes sense to buy. If we get a little bit of a rebound, maybe that's your setup for the next short. So I would say if we go much higher from here, it's good for another short, just because I'm basing that idea off of just being a short week. If we go much lower from here, we want to certainly try to come in tomorrow, try to buy this thing, but I'm not expecting extreme strength at all this week. This seems very light to me, even though the market is down. The NASDAQ, it's the NASDAQ. It's down 250 points, and we were up earlier, or at least neutral back into about 14,250. So now what it looks like is just really just kind of shorting the reversion to the mean. And if you've been doing that this morning, congrats, because that's just been a great trade. But I don't think this is going to last for long. It's just kind of throwing me a little bit off just because we have a short week. But what I'm looking for is you buy the lows down here at 14,000 if we get there, or we come back straight back into the highs from about 11:30 today, and that's at about 14,131, and that sets you up for a decent short as well. So it's kind of a tough market to trade on a Monday, given that it's a short week. and very little catalyst for this to push higher, especially with everything that's happening right now. Whenever you take a look at this heat map, tech and all the big names, even energy and everything else is down. So I think this is a rotation that we need to be mindful of and not just jump in and try to buy it just yet. There could be more downside. That's what we're looking for tomorrow. So we'll revisit all these ideas in the trading room. I'll see you in the futures room, and we'll see how it all plays out. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to like and comment down below to help us out. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release our next video. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you in the next video.